All right, folks, good morning. Once again, here on Monday, just doing some lessons for you. So here's week 4 lesson. Um, yeah, let's jump in. So just real quick, I'm going to start us off with ways to be successful for this week. All right, this is a place where you should probably just pause the video, write down your criteria for success, or just highlight and keep track of them. They are in your weekly packet, okay? But essentially, this week, complete your weekly packet. Excuse me. Answer your essential question, which is in your packet. Fill out the daily attendance, which is in your packet. Complete a Thursday free write journal entry, which is found in Google Classroom. Please make sure you check Google Classroom every day. Doesn't matter what time, but just so long as every single day you see and verify that I haven't posted or reminded or done anything like that to give you more information that maybe you might miss out on if you don't check in. Watch the grading policy video and summarize your options. Okay, number 6 is an assignment. This is something you need to do this week. Okay, let's move on. Your CLO for this week. Students will be able to produce ACIT writing using the gender feminist lens to critique the speech, "Ain't I a woman?" Okay, so go ahead and pause, copy down your CLO into your packet, and I am going to switch slides, so pause now if you need to. Okay, here's an exemplar of my own ACIT. I took ideas from all of the ACITs that I read from you guys, and this is what I came up with, right? Hate's a strong word. Propaganda repeats this line multiple times throughout his poem. I hate cats. For some, the title suggests a playful attempt at judging those furry animals that people either love or, as the poem suggests, hate. For others, this poem speaks to the heart of racism in the United States. For example, when propaganda refers to having a cat in the White House, one can start to put together the pieces of the puzzle he has been building throughout his performance. A puzzle, by design, connects multiple pieces together to form a whole. The author's consistent use of hate's a strong word, along with the subtle connections to being a dog family, cat family, or believing the preposterous I don't see species, work to create the vague understanding of racism by most people and the effects on generations of people of color in the US. Okay, while this is not a perfect ACIT, while this is maybe lacking in some areas, maybe it's not as pizzazzed or flashy as it should be, it hits all the spots, right? I'm analyzing a specific line from the poem. I'm connecting to that line to a social problem that I believe the author is trying to critique, right? I don't think the author is simply trying to talk about cats and dogs. I think that really what he's using the metaphor for is to examine and critique the racism in the United States and the way people use the phrases like, oh, well, we just grew up a dog family. Oh, we just grew up a cat family. It's not, I don't have anything wrong against cats, right? These are kinds of lines that people use when speaking about race and racism. And the poet uses that through metaphor in a poem to speak about it. This is what I'm looking for with analysis. If you need it, this is an example. Same thing in Spanish. If you guys want to see what that looks like, again, you can pause, you can examine it if you would like. For this week, this is our essential question. How, and this is what you should copy in your packet right now. Go ahead and copy it down. Go ahead and pause, copy, whatever you got to do. How does the speech reinforce or critique or challenge what it means to be masculine or feminine? So in your ACIT, you could talk about how this speech reinforces masculine norms. You could talk about how this speech critiques masculine norms, or how this speech challenges masculine norms. Or the opposite, right? How does this speech challenge feminine norms? How does this speech critique what's expected of women? How does this speech reinforce what's expected of women? Okay. These are literary analysis guides. This is your essential question. This is what you should answer with evidence from our speech this week. Speaking of our speech, it is titled Ain't I a Woman by Sojourner Truth. Step 1, read the speech and annotate for the essential question. Your essential question, as a reminder, is listed on this slide, as well as a reminder to use our Avid annotation strategies. Going on the computer, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to use all of the Avid strategies, but regardless, we should be annotating. Step 2, answer your TDQs in your packet. They're also listed right here. First one is, what stereotype is the speaker critiquing in this poem? Oops, this poem. Oh, it's not even a poem. Ha! In this short story, or I'm sorry, in this speech. Gosh, you guys, it's the Monday morning. I can't even talk. What stereotype is the speaker critiquing in this speech? Okay, I'll change that. In the imaginary story, how are gender roles examined? Okay, again, my bad. In this speech, how are gender roles examined? Okay, I'm going to change this in the slides, but for the video, please know what stereotype is the speaker critiquing in this speech? In the speech, how are gender roles examined? Okay, these are your TDQs. Again, I will go back in and I will change it so that there is no confusion. Thank you all for being understanding. Lastly, in your packet, you'll notice there's a section for a grading video. Linked in the English 1 announcement slideshow is a grading video. There's actually a couple. One is the actual grading video. The second is how to access it in Spanish if you or your parents need that access. Okay, so you got to make sure you check out both videos. And after you've watched, or even during your watching of those videos, I need a summary of the video, right? Like, what is the grading policy? And then what are your options and what do you think you will decide? Right? So this is a big part. I need to know that everybody has a full understanding of how Bruce Randolph and DPS are going to be using and implementing grades at the end of this year. Okay, so you guys have to do this. This is major important. All right, that's all for this video, except for our free write and your agenda. I'm going to do a modeling video, hopefully posted by Wednesday morning. So if you guys want to get started on your own, give it a shot, and then I'll have a model video for you later on in the week. But for our free write quote, this is from James Baldwin, such an amazing author and champion for marginalized voices. Just a great, great man overall. Love takes off the masks we fear we cannot live without, and know we cannot live within. James Baldwin. What are some masks that you think people wear? Why would you say people, or why do we wear masks? Do you agree with the quote, is love or can love be that powerful to take off the masks that we wear, to help us realize we cannot live inside the masks that we create? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Take some time, free write journal this section or this quote sometime this week. Lastly, pause for an agenda, write this down, copy it into something, take a picture, watch your weekly videos, make sure your CLO and your EQ are in your packet, read and annotate the speech, answer your TDQs and essential question, attend office hours as works for you. If you need help, stop by, come ask questions, let's hang out, let's get our work done. Watch the grading video and summarize your options. This is also in your packet. And then make sure you just turn in all your work by midnight on Friday. All right. If you all have questions, please reach out. Again, there'll be another modeling video here coming up in the week. I miss you guys greatly. I miss teaching. I miss being in our room. But we're going to get through this. We have a couple more weeks left. Reach out with questions, you all. Take care. Bye-bye.